viewers across the world. This is Yve Gola and I'm here with
Yanela Makishi and we are
Y&Y.
Funny story is that a lot of people have been asking me which Y am I?
Is it?
Am I the first or the second Y? Family, it doesn't matter.
It really doesn't.
As long as it's Y, we both Y.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So today we actually have an interesting topic. One that is very dear to our hearts.
Yes.
And let us know.
And I'm so excited about this topic, by the way. As you have said, this is a topic that is very close to our heart.
Yes.
It's a very, very personal topic. Today we'll be discussing more about career choices.
Yeah.
But before we get into our discussion, I would like everyone to know that our opinions are not always correct. As this is a platform, this is an open platform. That's why we have a comment section for you guys to comment, interact with us, and tell us your views, your opinions about our content.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is an open platform. Whatever we discuss, we are not saying it's compulsory or we're not saying that it's the conclusion.
Yes, that is very true. We all have different paths. Actually, I just want to thank everyone first before we go further. Thank you so much for subscribing. Thank you for the love, for the support, for liking and sharing. We really, really appreciate you guys.
Yes,
we
we
saw
do.
some of you do not even know us and already you were sharing on your
They're
Facebooks.
sharing. Oh my goodness.
That was so beautiful.
Thank you so much.
That was
Thank
very
you
nice.
so
Thank
much,
you.
guys.
So before we go further into discussing the career choices, I just want us to actually give you guys a brief about our experiences before it's actually exciting experiences. Before we go further. So she's just gonna tell us her experience and I'll let you know mine.
Okay, so when I was still in primary school, I remember we were in an arts and culture class. It's a class, yeah. So my teacher was asking everyone in class, so what do you want to be when you grow up? What do you want to study when you finish high school? And then people in my class were standing up like, teacher, nurse, whatever. I remember standing up and saying, I want to own a television. And everyone laughed. Because what? A television? Like, it really made no sense.
She's crazy.
I am, by the way, I know. So now, I remember sitting there, I'm like, what's funny? Because I really want to own a television. And my concept at that time was not just buying the whole television, but it was owning the channels behind the scenes. So they didn't get my concept. And at that time, I was young to explain what exactly I mean by saying that. So I grew and I studied. When I finished my matric, I applied. Unfortunately, I didn't get to varsity, so I had a gap year on my first year, and then in my second year I was accepted at CPUT. PT, I applied for film and television, but it was full, so I had to go to my third choice, that was IT. So I studied IT. I finished my course, and I remember when I had to further with my studies. Now that's where the problem begins. Because now I'm here stuck with a career that I'm not passionate about. Remember, this is a girl who just wanted to own a TV, and now I'm in IT. I'm like, these are two different things. This is not the path that I wanted to take. So I wanted to be probably an actress, a presenter, whatsoever, and now I'm here stuck with hardwares and softwares. This is just a total different channel from where I wanted to be. So I approached my mentor, and I asked him, okay, so I want to quit this, because this thing that I'm very passionate about that I want to do. It was a very long conversation, but he ended up agreeing. Okay, it's fine. Let's see where this passion of yours is going to take you to. So yeah, he was with me, by the way. He helped me throughout the session, and I believe that now I'm in a space where I am actually exploring my passion, because what I'm passionate about mostly is entrepreneurship and the entertainment industry. So I'm in a space right now where I own a company, and that is so much involved in the entertainment industry. I am pleased with the space that I'm in right now. Yes, of course, Mugeli is still hustling, but yeah, things are getting quite to the direction that which I've hoped to be. Yes.
That is actually an interesting story because it's quite the same with mine.
I know.
Really and people won't believe us, but actually, I didn't know that she did that because. So I've
you came in a year later, by the way, to our church. Yes.
I've also wanted to be in film. For me, it was more of an actress. I remember I said I wanted to be an actress. I didn't say I wanted to own a television. I wanted to be an actress, and I remember I took drama classes the entire high school, and then after high school I was sure that I'm going to apply in university and I'm going to do film and television. So I remember having this discussion with my mom, And she was like, nope, it's not gonna work. You're not gonna take anything that has to do with art. So she said that I must take another different career path. And then after that, I can go and do art.
Okay.
So at that time I was young. I couldn't obviously pass her commandments.
That's true.
So I had to obey what she wanted, and I went on and studied nursing science. And I remember doing my second year in nursing, and it was a lot, very, very much. So I approached my mentor, same mentor, and I'm thinking, okay, this is gonna work. I didn't know she did the same thing because I did a year later after. So I'm like, okay, I have this figured out. I had my speech on. I'm ready to pitch my idea. And then when I get there, it's a serious no. And he advised me also to rather finish my studies since I've began, rather finish them, and then after that I can go and pursue my passion.
Okay.
And a nice thing about that for me was that he didn't close the other doors for me to pursue like this. He didn't say that you can't do things aside.
Yes.
So a nice thing for me was that I still had an ability and opportunities where I could do things aside. I remember my mother, who's also my mentor, she told me that she's going to try to put me in things here in church and put me in media because she could see that I honestly had a genuine passion for this.
Yeah.
So it was very nice for us because even though I had to pursue my nursing science degree, I still had opportunities where I was able to continue with the passion that I had.
Okay, speaking of the fact that your mentor, which is our mentor, our father, he's our spiritual father, by the way. Speaking of the fact that he didn't agree for you to go and pursue, and he agreed on me.
Yeah.
I think the reason being is that because he was present in my life when I was struggling to finally find a fit on the passion that I've chosen, because I had something on my hands and I dropped it because of the so-called passion, you know, with the love that's bubbling from within, and I wanted to explore. Like, it was exponential and I was this extrovert child. And then I think he was there when he saw me struggling to find a standing in this so-called big entertainment industry that I was so passionate about. He was there when I was puzzling and crying and disappointed because things didn't turn out to be as I thought they would.
Okay.
Because I think this is a problem that young people or everyone who could relate have. We tend to think that because we're passionate about certain things or because we love or because we educate that things will come easily. It really, really doesn't.
That's true.
There's an effort, there's sacrifices, and there's time. There's a period of everything. Before you achieve anything, I'm assuring you there's a great period of time of endurance before you actually reach the main goal.
That is true. I experienced the same thing also. That is very true. Because when I was doing my second year, I didn't want to quit nursing science because it was that struggling. But it was because I couldn't anymore. There was too much work. I couldn't have social life. I had to work. I had to study. I had to work. I had to study. I couldn't engage in anything. I didn't have friends. I couldn't have friends. So I remember I thought, if I am an actress, this can't be that hard.
It must be
You
easier
just go
than
on stage and they say action.
cut
So
action.
I said, no, I'm not going to talk hours if I'm an actress. And to find out that's not true.
You got it wrong.
That is not true because when we got into the entertainment industry and we had to shoot, especially for our church, we saw that there was sacrifices, long hours, standing, must edit, you must do that. There's a lot of work. And there's really no easier journey.
There isn't.
This is where it gets interesting. This is where you actually engage a lot of viewers because you want to understand which one would you say you'd rather sacrifice for, your passion or for the path that you have been offered.
That's a very, very interesting one.
For you, my friend, I just want to understand. For you, if this is a young girl who's also doing grade 12 and she says, I have passion for this, but I'm not offered that.
Okay.
So what path would you advise them to take?
Okay. I like the fact that when we open this, we say that our opinions are not always correct. So I will be speaking out of my own experience.
Okay.
For me, I had to take what was offered on the table because my course was full at that time. The course that I wanted to study was full, which is film and television, so I had to take IT. And I was really frustrated. Later on, I bumped out and all of that. But now, when I sit back and realized I'm collecting the paths together, filling up the puzzles, and I'm considering it that actually all things work together for my good.
That's true.
Because being exposed to IT, it made me to be computer literate. So now I'm not just in front of the scenes, but I'm also useful behind the scenes.
That is true.
I can also edit our videos. I can do a lot of things. So if I would suggest a young girl who's at home, or anyone who's at home who's saying that there's something that I'm offered and there's something that I'm passionate about, I would say that if it's compulsory, as for instance, your
mine.
Yes,
it was my mother's.
It was compulsory.
So
You had no choice to say no. Yes, if it's compulsory, it's fine, man. You can just take what's offered on the table.
And if it's not,
but if it's not, go for your passion. Why not? Why delay? Because you know exactly what you want in life. So just go for what you believe in. Put your faith, put a lot of effort in it, and do not quit. Do not give up, because things take time. And again, I say, if it's compulsory, it's okay. You can take what's offered for you, but don't lose what you were born for, because there are things that we were born for before we're even in this world.
I actually love that. I actually really love that, and I wanted to touch on that. That for me, I'll always encourage people to go for passion, whether now or later.
Yes.
Go for it, because you were born for it. And when you're doing something out of passion, out of love, you do it with ease. You really do. You do it with grace. There's always grace involved with it. So it's very nice to actually be in a platform where you are comfortable, where you say, even if it goes wrong or right, I'll stay.
Yes.
But when you are offered something and they like, take this, you always feel like you have a choice to quit. You always have that thing in your mind that I don't have to do this, because I don't even enjoy it. So you always have that attitude that I don't have to do it. That is why for me, I always thought about quitting. Like I really did, like almost every day, because I felt that I don't have to do this. This is nothing.
You don't even love it, by the way.
Yeah. So that was the thing. But when you're passionate about something, you're willing to sacrifice.
You are willing.
You really, because you say no, I'm not going. Even if it goes down. Yeah.
Yes.
So I always encourage people to actually go for passion.
I think I have a question for you, my friend.
Okay.
Let's say there's this individual who's at home who's saying that I'm very much passionate. Let's say a young guy.
Okay.
Who's inspired, maybe probably by MT or Casper Nyovest. And then this guy wants to be a rapper. He's very passionate about this platform, being a rapper. And he's good at it. But the thing is, now they are in a family that is not as fortunate as others. There's a crisis at home. It's not like his parents are pushing him compulsory to choose a certain path, but because of the situation, the current situation that is at home now,
you have an ability to help.
Yes, you can do teaching. Study probably 3 to 4 years, and there's a guarantee of work. There's a guarantee of a job when you're done with your courses. But rapping, this is a tough world, and this is a big industry. This is a very big industry. So what does this guy do? What advice would you give this guy? Because this guy is in a situation now where he has to choose between his passion, or he has to choose according to the circumstances that are surrounding him at home.
Wow, that is a good one, actually. I know I said that I'm a person who pursue passion, but at the same time, it's good to help out at home. Honestly, guys, I'm sorry that I'm changing my mind, but I would advise this person to go and study. I really advise this person to go and study, so that when you finish your studies, you can just work for 2 years and provide for your family, and then you can go and do rapping and all of that. But even if you choose rapping, maybe it can go really good for you. You never know. You really never know. But for me, if you would come to me and ask me for advice, I would say, please go and study, and then after that you can
later
go and work, just to help out at home. At such situations, really, situation NJ, it's different, because people at home most of the time are not able to pursue their studies, and they didn't have the privilege, education that we were given.
That's true.
So really, at that point, you're the beacon of the family. So really, you're the hope.
Okay.
So I think,
thank you so much.
Yeah.
That's a good one, by the way. So there's a thing that I would love to spread out, and I think it's a thing that us young people in this time we should mostly engage in. Entrepreneurship. That is the key.
That's good.
That's a very extreme key. Because look at this case of this guy.
That's so good.
This guy can do his rapping, he can continue rapping, but he can start a business on the side.
That is very true.
Yes, because it's not a guarantee that even if he goes to study teaching, that when he's done, he's going to quickly get a job. Because everyone is studying teaching, by the way, at this time. True. Everyone is learning, everyone is varsity colleges at
And
this
the
time.
4 years, because I'm thinking the 4 year course, that's a lot of 4 years.
It's
with
a
the
lot.
family are struggling.
Exactly. Like,
Really?
this family has been struggling since then.
Yeah,
So
since
now
high
you're gonna
school,
add
and another
add.
4 years.
That's a lot.
Actually, guys, this is why we did this show. Because this is our daily conversations. Because we always go back and forth. Because there is never a right method.
There's never
a right formula. It's just that things get to work out for your own good.
That
but
is.
really, we recommend entrepreneurship.
We do.
Me, I accept that one. Nyanyan, because if he goes and he pursues his rapping career, he can make money on the side.
On the side.
Yeah, for his rapping career as well.
That's the
And for the
thing.
family.
And
That's very good.
If you're a rapper, why not do maybe CDs and sell them in the meantime?
Mixtapes and all of that.
You know this thing most. Be a DJ,
There's always a
whatsoever.
way.
There's always a way.
There's always a way.
There's always a way.
There's always
Okay,
a
one
way.
thing that I would love to add is that find yourself a mentor. I think this is a very important one. You need
is so
to
true.
have a mentor. I think this is something that has helped the both of us. Because we're these young girls, we're babbling and passionate about life.
You can't do it alone.
You can't.
No matter what you think, no matter how smart you think
really
you
can't.
are, or talented, skillful, people are gonna want you. You can't do it alone.
You really can't.
It's really good to always have a mentor, and that's what really helped us.
It did,
Honestly,
actually. Yes.
because I was not happy with my career. Really.
So was I, guys. I really wasn't happy as well.
I was not
wasn't.
happy, but everything worked out.
It did work out. Do not forget to comment, like, and share.
And subscribe. We thank you guys so much for listening to us, and we hope that you're going to comment and engage, and remember that it's just our opinions and just our experiences, and you might have a better one you can share with us. We'd love to hear from you.
We would really love to hear from you.
Really. This was our second episode, and we thank you so much for your support. This has been absolutely amazing.
Thank you so much, guys. Again, I am Yibegola.
And this is Yanela Makishi.
And we are
Why?